But I also think there are Americans who are engaged in this kind of propaganda. And whether they should be civilly or even in some cases criminally charged is something that would be a better deterrence. Because
hey guys, welcome back to Starkey Formstead. So you saw the clip I started with. Let me start with this. My name is Sam. I want to show you something. They fact-checked the clip I just showed you and said that it was not true. So this is mainstream media's fact-checking. You heard her say it, and then they fact-checked it and said it was not true. So here's my concern. As a content creator, I realize right now that everything that I have and that I built is up for grabs if Kamala Harris and Tim Walz end up in the White House. I am not naive enough to believe that they will not come after people like me. Now, I'm a small fry, a little fish in an ocean of very large sharks. I have 70,000 subscribers, but it's not going to stay 70,000. Very soon it's going to be 700,000. And then it's going to be 7 million if they let me. What do I mean? I mean people like me, people like Squirrel Tribe, people like Ron, people out there of all walks and all affiliations are at risk doing this particular job. So my thing is, it doesn't matter what you're talking about as long as it is not immoral or illegal. You have a right in America, a First Amendment right, to share your free speech. Now, I found something that's very interesting, and I think you guys really need to understand what I'm fixing to show you. This is something the DNC has put out. That is the Democratic National Committee, or campaign, whatever you want to call them, the DNC, okay? The Dems, the Democrats, the liberals. This is what they put out. They basically have a list of things on their site that they want to be done to stop mis or disinformation on social media platforms. They rate social media platforms, they grade them. Here's my concern. Who are you to tell me that I'm wrong? Because you just said Hillary Clinton didn't say what she did. So who's going to fact check the fact checkers? Do you guys understand this is exactly what Hitler did? This is exactly what communism does. Communists have a playbook, all right? First, they have to control all media. That's newspaper, radio, now it's social media, websites. They have to control it all. They have to control the flow of information. They have to infiltrate schools, post and secondary. They have to infiltrate the police and the military. They have to get control of the government and the religious sites. I want you to think about during COVID when all those churches took those COVID funds. The state, the country, America now owns them. Those preachers can't preach unless they're told. They can come in tomorrow and take that church and say, okay, now you have to give vaccines here. Now you have to house military here because you took our money. You took our money. They're state churches now. They're not free. So I want y'all to understand that when I put a story out about Tim Walz, or Squirrel Tribe does, or Cohen, their homesteader, or any social media platform puts out a story like that, or they put out one about Donald Trump. It doesn't matter which side of the aisle they're coming on, or what topic, or whether you agree or disagree with us. Y'all need to truly understand what we're risking if the wrong party wins. If the Hillary Clintons, if the Obamas, if the Bidens, if the Harris wins, what are we risking? You don't risk anything. I mean, worst case scenario, you're going to get a knock on your door by the alphabet group fussing at you. But people like me, people like me who are critical thinkers, who's not buying into their propaganda, I'm headed straight off to the re-education camps that Hillary said we all needed to go to. That's where they would send me. That's where they would send Squirrel Chop or Blossom Inner Wellness, Michelle Menendez. Yeah, that's where they would send us ladies. So we take what we do very seriously. That's why I tell you guys all the time, please research everything I'm showing you. Like, don't be puppets. I don't want puppets. I want you to have your personality. But understand this. Any insanity, there's a point where I will block you off my channel so you can't comment. It's my channel. If you want total freedom of speech, go build your own platform and then you can say whatever you want. Otherwise, I have to the best of my ability, moderate on my own channel because I will be held accountable for crazy comments. So I don't allow them. Morally, too. But I didn't know if you guys truly understood what we are up against as social media and content creators. We are up against the government. Who would have ever thought? I guess we should have. History repeats itself. So many of our ancestors would be like, we warned you. We kept telling you that Constitution was worth fighting for. I don't know, guys, because we're up against the crazies too. You guys don't know how much heat we take from people who disagree with our point of view. They will hound you. They will bear false witness against you. They will go on a smear campaign. They will label you conspiracy theorist, even though we all know the CIA came up with that. So when I bring you content, I'm trying to come from a place of complete transparency with you on that topic. And if you have watched me for a while, you will see me remove videos and go back and correct misinformation that I have accidentally provided you, because I too am human. And I'm not just a content creator. I run a 2-acre farmstead all day long, folks. My time is extremely pulled. I just got through writing a book. It's sitting in the publishing. I'm dealing with trying to get all of that taken care of. We seeded a school. We changed churches. We went on a mission trip to Maui. I just went to North Louisiana and presented at a homesteaders conference. I'm going to Tampa, Florida in like a week to go to a revival. And then when I come back, I have another trip I have to take with my youngest daughter. I mean, my time is very limited, but I try to fit as many of you in as I can. I answer all the comments myself. So yeah, sometimes I get snarky because I get frustrated that you hear what you want to hear. You do not hear what I say. That is where content creators burn out, because we're human and we have families too, and we have lives, and we're putting ourselves out here in the front to bring you guys truth. Now, I know there are a lot of content creators that just put out the most ridiculous junk for clicks. And I can honestly say I probably block more people than I get in a week, because I don't care about that. I mean, they took my money away for almost 8 months and I still put out solid videos 2 and 3 times a day. And you guys were amazing. Y'all really rode in my boat and I love you for it. But please understand that this is serious. If Kamala Harris wins, if she gets her way, you can watch what's fixing to happen on social media. So if you have not joined our newsletter to stay in contact with me, I highly advise you do it, guys. It's $30 every 6 months. You send you $30, you start getting your newsletter. And every 6 months, I hope that you're adult enough to remember that you have to send you $30 in again. You know, it is what it is. I'll drop in the top the different ways you can do it. But if you pay through one of the different ways. Make sure in the memo you put your email address, because that's how it's coming. If you send $30 with no memo, I'm not going to have a clue who you are, how to reach you. Think about it. We've got several hundred people that are already getting the newsletter. I advise as many of you as possible to get on that newsletter, guys. That way, no matter what, we can stay in contact. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Wake more people up. If you have a favorite content creator, then truly support them with your prayers, with your comments, and with your shares, because we're putting it all out there. With what we're dealing with in this country, this is not a joke. They could come and basically cart me away if Kamala Harris wins. And I'm not being over the top, I'm being dead serious. But guess what? I'm going to make content up until the day that happens. I love you guys.